Hello guys, welcome back to another video! Today, we are in the Toy Maker update. I don't see the camera. Today we're in the Toy Maker update. And we're back in Wishless Workshop for the first time this year. Good to see it again. And we're here with Pyemano. And we're also in the public, so there's other people. And I have a child now.
Hello, father.
My child! Okay, so let's get right on into it. As you can see, we've got some reskin items that have already been thrown at me, and this guy's throwing Domer at me. He's throwing boxes at me.
Mega Knight!
So, let's go ahead and go into the workshop. Here we have a new item, or block type thing. These called charms. You can put them on your items. Some items I have already made are the blue hands, the red hands, the purple hands, and the gas mask. And probably playtime.
Where'd it go?
Me and Pi are going to be changing to a private lobby. So, we're currently in Wishless Workshop. This is Pi's kid. This is my kid. This is Rose. Rose, go ahead and say a few words.
Pi threw me out the map. He is very mean. Also, I want to kill some kids. I'm hungry. I really want some food. I asked for a grenade launcher for Christmas, along with some other weapons. Dad, when can we go home?
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at a few of the new stuff. New things. So, as you can see so far, they've kind of revamped it a bit. We've got these, we got that. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this is later. But now, let's look at the new tech web, shall we? Here,
the two items that have been released so far are the Crazy Nights music disc and the Candy Cane.
So, everything up to these two, all the old items.
Yeah,
The fact the RC train is one of the first few really disappoints me. We had to save it for so long. It
was down
really
here.
irritates.
It
was all the way at the bottom. It really annoys me. They did add a charm though for only 200. And
I mean, the rest of
it's
them
a new
were
item.
50.
Yeah, but it's actually a good one. I like this, and I'm really glad they actually did one on here.
What about the cosmetics?
So, the cosmetics, I'm gonna actually, now that I think of it, I remember last time there was always a cosmetic at the end. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
but
maybe
I don't think they're doing it this
Hey,
time.
we're gonna cosmetic this time. Or we're getting a new cool item. I've heard and seen that there's going to be a snow globe. So, it's gonna be soon probably. It's either gonna be the last day or it's gonna be today. Or it could be one of the future days. But, let's go ahead and move on to the cosmetics. First, we've got the packs. This is a return from last year. Then we got the new Ice Dragon pack with cool skull action. We got the Snow Queen, the old Christmas tree, of course. We got Mrs. Claus, and then we got some kind of other Snow Queen. So, now onto the hairs. The new, we have Elsa. I think all of these are new. We got this, whatever this is. We got this wreath. We got a cool crown that I actually kind of want now. We got this hair. We got a Santa hat, of course. We got reindeers, and we got the present. Onto the zippers. Wreath. Gingerbread. A bow. Hey, Pi, what's this called? Peppermint, never mind.
Yeah.
We got a stocking. Christmas tree.
Gingerbread man.
And finally a present. That's all the new stuff on this tech web area. So, let's go ahead on upstairs.
Not much up here.
As you can see, they've kept the main details the same. We've still got the gnomes, but now they're NPCs. This one says, wish I could be a dentist. This one says nothing. But over here we got some charms.
Some more.
These charms
Zero.
can be placed on any item you want, with some limitations. You can also decorate your camera, which is really cool.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7.
Well done, Pi. You can count correctly, I will add.
Yeah,
If I see anyone under this video commenting 6, 7, I will immediately delete your comment.
Spring.
Don't do it. I
Yeah, I mean-
swear.
Spring, as you throw those over here, this reminds me of something.
They did, in fact, revamp the RC track. They revamped the RC track.
And of course...
There used to be a center platform. Oh, and great timing. We're experiencing some of the new weather. This is called Blizzard. Blizzard happens from time to time in this map and also home, I'm pretty sure. They managed to create a random event where it can either be blizzard or most of the time snow. It's really genius how they did it. And also a bit difficult. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the charms. If you see over here, they've moved the RC stuff. And next to it, here's some of the new charms.
We got a spring. Like a jet, I think? Yeah.
We've got a spring, a jet engine, a propeller, and finally a wheel. Okay. So, as you can notice, they have more purpose than just being these items. For example, I used it here to make a gas filter. To create the most realistic Poppy Playtime gas mask. I feel like I did this really well. As you can see, it's also sunset now. We've been here quite a while. Unfortunately, there is no new RCs on this tech web. I will show you what I mean by on the tech web in just a second.
Well, it's not a tech web, it's more of a shop.
Well, the shop. And
Oh wait, spring. Spring. Something old.
as you can see over here, the wish list has come back in the form of the Toy Maker giveaway. The Toy Maker giveaway is essentially the exact same thing as the wish list, except you got to put what you want as a cosmetic and as a reskin. For example, I have put for cosmetic a coat similar to the pirate one, but green with stars on it. Very cool, very cool. But let's show you the second main event, the tech web, or the new tech web. This is the charm tech web, or the item customization tech web. Here you can get all your item customization needs, including the new gadget or item, the banner. You cannot, unfortunately, place it down, which is very sad. Yeeps, please make it so you can, or at least add a painting so you can put it in there. But here, we have all of the charms, or some of the charms. There's a few charms you cannot currently get. The Christmas ones are coming to the tech web, the Christmas tech web, but there is exclusive ones only in the adventure maps. Good luck trying to find them. I'll give you a hint. There's an icicle in the snow map. But we've all been waiting for the main event. The new bundle. For
Well,
this
one of them.
Christmas, they've added 2. First off, we've got the Toy Maker bundle, which is essentially a version of Santa, which they've made really cool. And we've got the exclusive new item, the biplane reskin that is the sleigh that Santa rides on.
Yeah, at first I thought
It's
it
really
was a
cool.
sled reskin.
Yeah, he thought it was a sled reskin. I don't see how it could be a sled reskin.
Well, it looks like
But let's go ahead and create some new items and show off how it works. What you're going to want to do to create a new item is select which item you want to use, select the paint you want to use. For example, I'm going to use white. Put the item in here. You put this in there, in this little slot here. Then, what you're going to want to do is, there's some buttons here. I'm going to press the first one. Oh yes, your item does get ejected sometimes if you take too long. I'm going to press this button and press it. Turn the blade white. Very cool, right? But you could do this to any part of this. For example, I'm going to make the handle entirely gold. Now here we have the base of an angelic sword, but you can add more customization to this. If I go ahead and get a charm, of course, as it's spring, I have to put a spring in, also because it looks cool. So if I go ahead and place this on, it turns green while you try to place it on, and then when you place it, it will turn normal color. You can, if you don't like the placement, you can in fact remove the cosmetic that is on it. As you can see here, Pie's made a cool gun. Cool heal gun. But if you don't like the place it here, and either click remove last for the last item you place on it, or if you got a bunch on that and you just want to start anew, click remove all. So, me and Pie are going to go ahead and try to create some items. I'm going to make an angelic sword. Just a tip though, while you're trying to build and if you can't find the perfect placement, or you've got the perfect one but you can't exactly see well, I suggest you go ahead and turn it into a prop. It makes your hands clear, and in this map exclusively, or while building, you have infinite cotton, which makes it way easier. So, I'm going to go ahead and... I don't like placing that. Replace first two. As you can see, I'm using a chain charm. This charm can be perfectly interlinked with itself. I have a few other examples of what you could make. For example, here we've got the grab pack from Poppy Playtime. You can use the claws, which are a charm, to make some fingers. You can also use circles to make eyes or glass. Here's a charm that someone else made. There was a glitch in lab where you could make stuff float off the item. It was also out for a few days. That's why the wings are floating. I feel like this glitch needs to be brought back. It was very useful for making certain items. By the way, you can place an item down for much longer than you can, usually, if you put a charm on it. Every charm you place on resets the timer of despawning. You should not, in fact, use this to make lag machines. If I see any lag machines in any public servers because of this, I am going to crash out. As you can see, when I'm holding this away from my thing, it's red. When I put it close enough, it turns neon green. Right, let's see.
Oh yeah, and a quick note, you can only put charms on the actual gadget if you're around this area. If you're not, then it won't.
You have to Yes, you have to be in the general vicinity of this bench. If you go a bit too far, as you can see, it stops glowing. You must stay in the general vicinity of it, or you cannot place charms. This fact can be a bit annoying sometimes when you're trying to find certain charms, but in the adventure modes there is always a charm thing nearby to these charms, the exclusive charms. They also go for, from what I've seen, 100 beans, which isn't much. You can easily get by selling a few pieces of wood or a few bars of gold. When looking for gold though, I suggest use a headlamp when you go into Old Might. That way, you don't even have to press the button to spawn in books. It makes it much easier. Okay, so I've done the chain, as you can see. It wraps around the entire blade and part of the handle, and it adds a great bunch of detail to this heavenly sword. But, you see these eyelashes here? Their main purpose is to be eyelashes for eyes. You can also use them as little halos. Heavenly items are best to be this kind of colour, and demonic stuff is darker tones. While trying to make stuff, make sure to keep colour palettes, in which colours go good together. Otherwise you'll have a hot mess. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this pole here. I don't know what it's called, I think it's called a straw or something. Like the actual item. And as you can see, it adds a lot to the build. Like that. By the way, certain items can only have certain parts recolored. For example, this pin can only have the head recolored. So, I'm going to place this. I don't quite like the placement of that. If you may have noticed by now, I'm using a bat reskin because you can actually customize reskins and then buy them. There's many examples of this. But if you want to use a specific reskin in your mode, you can just, get one small item and put it inside of the reskin, keeping the exact same reskin. And then, but there's only one downside, you do have to spend 500 book coins and own it. There's two technically then. But they're not too bad. Right, let me use a star. Okay, so, now I've got this heavenly bat, I want to save it. And you know how we do that. We come over here, we put it in here, and you can buy it for 500 book coins, but I don't have any book coins for that right now, so I'm not going to do it. But I can show you examples. Yes, I can show you examples of what I made and bought. For example, this. You've also got this, which is reskin of that item. Pyemano is currently debating mine.
So when you are about to buy it, there's purchase customized healing gun.
Purchase customized item name.
For 500 book coins, you can name it yourself. Note: inappropriate customized items may be removed and result in and if you
can also set it, let me go back to normal, you can set your items for other people to be able to buy it, which is really good. For example, if you go to someone with, say, if I go to Pi with this, and I go ahead and buy one, and he wants to buy it. Luckily, I set my things to, yes, you can buy it. I would simply pick this up, put it in, and buy it.
Because it's allow others to purchase, because I keep taking too long.
Yeah. Allow others to purchase customized items. When someone purchases your item, contrary to popular belief, you do not, in fact, get book coins. It is very sad. You should get book coins for people buying it. Pi just bought his healing gun, as you can see there.
But also, you are allowed to change whether other people can buy it later.
Yes. So if you go into your inventory perchance and say I didn't want anyone to be able to buy my poppy playtime gas mask, I could simply hold it as if I'm going to favorite it, click on it, and then change sharing settings. So that's going to be the end of this section for you. So let's go ahead and get on to me revamping my private. Bye bye. Okay, so while we wait for Pi, let's go ahead and take a look what we have already. So my private does need a bit of revamping. It's been like this for a while. But if you look up, you can see it's snowing. If you look around me, yeah. I've put in a random system where it can either be clear, blizzarding, or snowing. So, in the inventory, they added a few new sections. We've got the favorites, which you get when you favorite items. You've got the cotton symbol, which is your favorite, which is your basic items. You've got the paints at the very bottom, and then finally the creative in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and go to creative, and go to the blocks. I'm going to take out one of these. I'm going to replace my floor with these, make it more festive. So let's get into that. Just going to do a time lapse here.
I'll do the other side.
Yeah, that'll be very helpful, Pi. Let's go ahead and... Crikey. So, while I'm doing this, let me tell you some facts about the new update. In Adventure, there is a total of 12 present book point stashes scattered across the entirety of the world. Each present stash gives you 100 book coins or more, maybe it's 50 now. 50 or 100 book coins, I'm not quite certain. But but they give you enough in total to be able to create your own item, which is really useful. Devs decided to treat us this year. I'll do the big ones, you do the small ones.
Okay.
Alright, so any other facts, Pyemano? Any other fun facts?
I'm not looking for. Well, there is one little thing.
And what would that be?
There's one item in, well, not one, there's one gadget in home that is quite hidden, and basically, you're able to buy it.
Get it for free.
Yeah.
The only free gadget in the entire game. Pretty certain. This item is hidden behind the entrance to the new map, and it is called Nathan's Cup. Nathan has placed it in the game as an apology for the update taking so long, as it came out in UK time around midnight, which is really unfortunate. It came out at 10 PM, I'm pretty sure, in America. 10 or 8 PM. And no, do not make those jokes.
Right.
Yes?
There's some blocks over there.
I missed some blocks. Okay, go place them. Also, in the new update, they added a total of 5 new weathers. Rain, those being rain, snow, blizzard, thunderstorm, and fog. They are scattered on the tech weathers, fantasy having the most, being 3. Rain, fog, snow, and thunderstorm. Not rain, fog, and thunderstorm. Not snow. Huh? Told them. Yes, I told them bit out whatever I told them about the snow. The weather doesn't take place across the entire map. It only takes place in a small bubble around you. This stops major lag.
I'm gonna need to paint again.
Here, I'll give you 2. In the entire game, there's only ever been 1 reskin of, if we check items, the fibers. The golden fibers being the reskin. We have had, in total, a total of 3 pellet gun reskins, 2 shotgun reskins, 1 flare gun reskin, 1, what's it called, revolver reskin, 1 flare, no, what, not flare, 1 flamethrower reskin, and finally, a total of, as we know, 1 dagger reskin, and finally a total of 5 bats. 4 reskins of the bat. If that isn't correct, I apologise, I'm just going off from what I know. There's also been a total of 3 Butt Joe reskins. These being the bass, the guitar, and finally, the original Butt Joe. Huh? I can't hear you, Pie. Yeah, I said 3 reskins. This is the Blizzard. Blizzard is extremely foggy. It also has wind effects. How do you keep eating them? There's also only been 1 shield reskin. This being for the night bundle. When Yeeps was first released, there was a shirt or hoodie which had the Alpha logo on it. This also came with a hat. The Snow Explorer bundle was, I think, the first bundle to ever have a block reskin. And so far, the only. Yes, they reskin a single block. The reskin was, in fact, yeah, it's the only reskin of a block. This reskin was the hide detector. Reskin into a radar. Okay. Any other facts, Mr. Pyemano? Axelam. A creative block reskin. Yes, I'll create it, yeah. The graduation bundle was the first bundle and only bundle to ever have a creative block. It is also the first prop, as it has been added to the prop section. This makes anyone who owns it, which essentially I am an owner of it, the people with the first ever prop. The amount of bundles that had the new gadget is actually very low. The sparkler being one of them, the monster detector is another, and finally the radiation detector. As well as the present. No, the present. There's also the present. These were all originally added to the toys section. They have now been scattered, I'm pretty sure. When released, the Firebus was identified as one of the fastest modes of travel in the entire game. Apart from, of course, hot cocoa riding, which was deemed the fastest. Although Firebus riding was the most fastest and most cotton saving. The firework used to be worth 5,000 cotton to pull out of your imagination, aka your inventory. 500 to pull out your inventory. It was later changed to 8,000 and then lowered to a nice 6,000. It was later changed to 800 and later lowered to 600. The Stole Scythe is the only item in the game that has a potion effect ability. When dealing damage. The speed potion was originally added to the game in another form. This form is the radiation bomb. If you combine the two together, you get double speed. Combining it with the scythe makes you go even faster, as well as monster and small. Speed potions also work as jump boost potions. For example, if I go ahead and drink a speed potion, after I test first, if I jump normally, I jump around 5 or 6 blocks each time. If I drink speed potion, I jump more than that. I jump almost half of that. Here it is. If I go ahead and combine that with the radiation potion, I can pretty much jump over my studio. I can get to the top of my studio in seconds. I finish. It's entirely painted. You see? From what I can see, it's all painted. And there we go. Time lapse is done. Also, you got some cool facts to know. If we go ahead and come down here, I'm going to now show you how to build a web system. If you go ahead and come down here, if you'll follow me. If you ignore what I just did, he's kind of dead. If you look over here, this is how you make a web system. Or at least my version. We'll change it to do not hate on me in the comments. I swear if I see you hating on me, I'm going to crash. Out. You require, for this, you need a randomizer, an equal, a counter, a timer, one of these, and then one, a clock, a greater than, an equals, a whatever that's called, greater than, and greater than. As well as any weather of your choosing.
That could be thunderstorm to blizzard.
Yes, it could. Hello, London. Yes, I know. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Say thank you to Pi for helping me out. I'll put his channel in the description of the video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.